wild. I'm doing two phones. Oh my goodness. Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome or welcome back. We are doing something new today, which I'm excited about because I've been doing what I do for 22 years now. And one of the keys to sustaining success is constant reinvention, trying different things. And that's what we're doing today. I'm going to be simulcasting on here and on here. And I think this will work. So today we've got a lot to talk about. I am on the Epstein files list in the web. We'll talk about it. I am in the Epstein files. I'm not making that up. It's bananas. Oh my gosh, sorry, I gotta just make sure we get this going well. Okay, I'm in the Epstein file. Jesus. Okay. Sorry, everybody. My phone. There we go. Okay. Oh my God. I think I can figure this out. There we go. Okay. I am in the Epstein files. We're also going to be talking Savannah Guthrie and her mother. But first, share this because we've got a good amount of It Ends With Us saga to talk about. Oh my God. And my favorite kind of It Ends With Us saga, we've got some audio to listen to. I'm a little bit like, is this crazy? It might be better if is this better? This is better. This is better. Then I can just look here. Yeah, I think this is better, right? All right. We're doing hot topics. I am simulcasting here and here. Who's ready for some It Ends With Us saga? Welcome, I am Perez, the queen of all media, the original influencer, and still your number one source for everything It Ends With Us saga. We are still several months away from the beginning of trial, and the judge in the saga has yet to rule on Baldoni and the Wayfarer party's motion for summary judgment or motion for judgment on the pleadings. But as some of you may have known or heard or seen, the great unsealing happened recently. So we got so much, too much, so much and too much, in fact, that we've still been getting more, including newly, thank you, Erica, newly unearthed, unsealed voice memos from Justin Baldoni. Just Jill, I think I would prefer it if you watch it where I normally do my show, but I also thought today, as an experiment, let me also simulcast where I do my evening show. So here we are. All right. I have not heard these voice memos from Baldoni yet. I believe that one of them is from him to Blake Lively, maybe both. And let's take a listen.
Hey Blake, I hope the fitting was super successful. Thank you for sending those pictures. That was really cool. I was in the department head meeting and they came through and I was like waiting for them to load and I legit got the chills when I saw it. And you look beautiful. It's gonna work so well.
Wait! Is that I don't think that's problematic. You all heard that, right? Justin Baldoni was talking to Blake Lively in this voice note. She had a fitting and he said, "You looked beautiful." Are Team Lively people trying to make it seem like this is some bad thing? Is this problematic? I mean, I'm not a woman, but I would like to hear from women up here, down here. Is that problematic? I want, actually, you know who I want to hear from? I want to hear, no, this is legit. I really want to hear from somebody that works in HR. Is it written in any big company's HR protocol to not say that a coworker looks beautiful? Kristen works in HR. In my other chat, what's the standard protocol? It's frowned upon? You cannot say that in corporate America. Okay. 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 I think the rule is don't comment on people's appearances. I think, right? I actually, listen, this is why I get a lot of heat from Baldoni people. I get a lot of heat from Justin supporters because I'm not Team Justin. I'm definitely not Team Lively either. I'm Team the Truth. I'm Team the Truth. And I understand that there were no negative intentions behind what Justin Baldoni was saying, but I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. I also feel like there's double standards. Like if I was in corporate America as an openly gay man and I told my heterosexual female coworker, "You look beautiful," that would not be problematic, right? Thank you, Hearts and Halos. It's a fine line. But you know what it is not? What it is not is SH. It's not SH. I do believe that. Let's listen to it again. It's right at the very beginning, okay? This is Justin Baldoni to Blake Lively.
Hey Blake, I hope the fitting was super successful. Thank you for sending the.
And thank God it's on audio. Thank God. Because, like, if it was not on audio, imagine how Blake Lively would have tried to spin this. If you're enjoying the live, share it out. I am multitasking and looking at my chat in multiple streams, and I think I enjoy this. I think each chat is feeling appreciated, right? I'm into it. This is a fun experiment. Hey, Rob. Hey, Steven.
Those pictures. That was really cool. I was in the department head meeting and they came through and I was like waiting for them to load and I legit got the chills when I saw it. And you look beautiful. It's gonna work so well. Okay.
I mean,
I would.
I should also reiterate, he's talking about the clothes. He's the director of the movie. He's saying that the clothes, thank you, Kitty, the clothes, thank you, Hearts and Halos, the clothes make her look beautiful. So I think that changes things, right? And it's not like he's a co-star, he's the director of the movie. And what she wears is an important part of his job. Let's continue.
Love your genius marketing brain here and also your EP brain.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Did you all catch that? Oh no. Thank you, Veron. He said, I love your genius marketing brain and your EP brain, as in executive producer. This is from January of 2023, when they were still in pre production on It Ends With Us. He opened the door. I'm not saying it was right what she did, but he gave her an entry into taking over his film. Your genius marketing brain, your EP brain, EP as an executive producer. She was not an executive producer, though. She was given a vanity producer title. That's why, after filming Wrapped, she coerced them into writing a letter to the Producers Guild so that she could get a producer's credit on the movie, a PGA credit. That is absolutely an entry. Why would he even say, I love your executive producer brain? If, like, why would he even say that? That was a big mistake.
Genius marketing brain here, and also your EP brain. We first of all, we got 2,600 submissions from around the country for Young Lily, which was incredible. We had a whole team of people sorting and watching, and really just anybody who vaguely resembled you and who could act a little bit made the list. I did a big callback for a few days, and we got it down. Here's the interesting embarrassment of riches predicament. So before we announced you, and probably for a couple of years, Abigail Cohen was who a lot of the young fans wanted to be Lily. She looks so young, and of course that wasn't the movie that I was ever going to make or interested in making. But of course, she wants it so bad, and she's been auditioning, and she's beautiful, and she's a great actress, but really doesn't look anything like you. Her hair and her look is definitely what I was kind of modeling, what I was hoping we could achieve with the wig, which worked for you. But I really don't want anything to take us out of the movie.
Also, it's interesting to hear this through the lens of this audio was submitted by Blake Lively in her opposition to Baldoni and the Wayfarer parties' motion for summary judgment, motion for judgment on the pleadings. So I'm trying to think, why? What does she think she gets out of submitting this? So, the fact that he called her beautiful, I guess. Let's finish this.
I'm vacillating here because it's also a genius marketing hack.
He's really blowing smoke. Genius marketing hack. It's so fascinating, though, because you know what? This was Baldoni's first major motion picture directing, and bless his heart, Justin really thought that Blake Lively was an A-lister. He should have spoken to me. She was B-list at best. B at best. Thank you, Coral. But Baldoni's smart, and he knows that getting Lively on board was a package deal. If he got Blake on board with his film, he also got Ryan. And Ryan would have probably also helped promote the movie on his social media, etc., etc. So that's why he's being like overly effusive. He literally called her a genius twice in less than 2 minutes. A genius? Please. A genius? Where are all my members today in my morning show? I don't see you in the comments. The date of this is from January of 2023. Hey, SpongeBob, January 2023 during pre-production. Hey, Saz. Hey, Six. Hey, Cat Jill. Okay, you all were just being silent. I didn't, I was like, am I doing something wrong today? I don't know. And all of my fram over here where I normally do my evening show, welcome. I am simul streaming, and Adrian is locking it down, telling folks what to do. I appreciate you all so much. Adrienne, and everybody that has been helping me with my little gift goal here. Okay, so let's continue. But also, it's not just Justin Baldoni, Cat Jill. When you're on the B list or above, everybody just kisses your butt, especially if you're married to an A-lister. Thank you, Veron. Oh my God. Veronica and Hearts and Halos, you're a superstar. Okay, let's continue. I will not have that problem because I've never even, the highest I've ever been was on the C- list. Thank you, Kitty. Back in like peak Perez era, I was like maybe solid C for a while. I mean, when Rihanna put me in a music video and when Britney put me in the circus tour, that was pretty epic. All right, let's listen.
To cast her as young Lily, because then in some ways you're giving a lot of the hardcore fans what they wanted and what they didn't know they want. Both of you guys in the same film. So just from a marketing perspective, I'm definitely like, oh, I see the benefit. But
Marketing.
then I found this young woman named Isabella Ferreira, and she's here in New York. She just graduated from Carnegie Mellon. She's a beast. And as soon as she came on the screen, when I watched it, I was like, ooh, I could see young you in her. And she's got depth, and I can tell she can do anything. And I was so excited working with her and reading her. So of course I'm torn, because the first time I'm going to see, in the reflection, the way that I'm kind of doing the flashbacks is when you show up in that first, in your bedroom the first time.
What's interesting though? Like, as somebody who's been closely monitoring, covering, and in the middle of the It Ends With Us saga, she's got no evidence. Her evidence is so weak. Like, this is the best that you've got.
Back focus to the reflection. It's going to be young Lily in the reflection. And we're introducing the audience to our storytelling device at that time. And seeing her in there, you will legitimately go, oh, wow, how'd they do that? Or that she looks just like Blake. Seeing Abigail there is just a bit of a suspension of belief. And so I'm going to pray and meditate on it tonight, but I wanted you to know the background of...
Oh, poor Justin. Whenever the fact that we now know that Blake was so nasty, not just towards him, but also towards his religion, the Baha'i faith. I agree, Saz. Totally tame. He's very boring, the six, but that's a good thing. Everything that I've seen about Baldoni, from his private texts to his emails to his voice memos, he does not seem like a megalomaniac. He's not like a vicious Hollywood director. Let's finish. But it sucks that Blake Lively was smearing him to everybody. Blake Lively was smearing him to Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez, smearing him to Matt Damon, smearing him to Taylor Swift. And the damn judge tossed away his defamation suit against her because it was legally protected. However, it was really smart of Brian Friedman, who is also my lawyer, to not amend the lawsuit again. I think he's keeping it in his back pocket that he might just file a new lawsuit. Let's finish listening.
The links, they're both great. Both of them could do fantastic. Both would make the movie great for different reasons, and would love your brilliant mind. I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Agree, says.
Generally, what I do here is I pray and I meditate, and what comes to me is the decision I go on. But I would love to hear what you think. I'm going to talk to Sony about it tomorrow as well and get their thoughts. Okay. Yeah, give me a ring or a text after you watch, whenever that is, today, tomorrow. And I'll talk to you soon.
I pray and I meditate. He seems like a great guy. Oh my God, he called her beautiful. Oh, he called her beautiful. Oh my God. Blake Lively is so exhausting. There's another one that I don't think I've heard before.
Hey, sorry, I couldn't get my voice memo to work. Hi, sorry I haven't responded.
Wait.
Believe it or not, I took 24 hours to be a normal person.
Have we heard this one before? Have I heard this one before? This one's from April of 2023.
One of my best friends just happened to be in town right as my family was leaving, and he actually showed up. I picked him up at the airport as I was saying bye, and we spent the day and night together and went and saw Seinfeld. And
yeah, I have not heard this before. Okay, once again, this is a voice note from Justin Baldoni to Blake Lively, Mary, and Blake Lively submitted this into evidence. For some reason, she thinks this is important for her case.
Distracted me because I was sad as shit yesterday. And then we spent the day together, and I was just with Hassan Minhaj, who was going to play Marshall. And we were all just hanging out, and it's nice to be normal for a second and not just obsessed with our movie. But yes, so I apologize for not getting back to you. I did read them, and I laughed, and I just want to say, first of all, I'm appreciative.
Okay, my guess is by now. Oh my God! It's clock. Wait, what do the kids say? It's clocking. It's clocking. It's clocking. This is where Justin Baldoni is responding to Blake Lively about her rewrites initially, just before, thank you, Veronica, the now infamous meeting with Taylor Swift at Buckingham Palace, which is what Blake Lively calls her penthouse in the sky, in her apartment. Oh, she was mad he didn't call her back right away, Mary. He explained he had a friend in town. Diva.
Of your passion and the process and your ideas and the spirit of collaboration. And I know for a fact, like I just feel it in my bones, just how excited I am to work with you just as a creative. Because
good,
you give a shit. And that's so fucking cool. And you're smart and you're funny and you're all the things and you're clearly a great writer. And so all in all, I just wanted to start with that. I think that it's really good. I laughed. My gut tells me it's going to be a combination of this, and we're going to find it and what was there. I want to be mindful to not add too much in terms of page count, because it was already like a 10 or 11 page scene. But what I like about it is the banter and the wittiness, and I can see, I was smiling as I was reading, as I can see you, and I know exactly what you want to do and what you're trying to do, and I want that for you.
As I've said before, even before, okay, because I think at this point, this voice memo is from April of 2023. They did not begin production on It Ends With Us until May of 2023. I also believe this was probably like just before the whole trainer incident. How much does she weigh? Everything with regards to Blake Lively was about her ego and her bruised ego. He didn't like my rewrites. He didn't let me get my way. People aren't liking me now. The public is turning on me, and it's his fault. I can't accept any accountability. It's not because of things that I've said in the past. It's not because of all of these old videos of mine. It's all his fault.
Lily, I want Lily to have that. Because I think it makes it that much more powerful to see that woman, not just some 22-year-old, fresh out of college, but to see that woman end up in this relationship. So I'm just excited.
Thank you, Ski.
To workshop it and play around and to find it, and I think we're gonna find it together. And I'll loop in Christy, who's my writer, and.
He did not even, if this was Marty Scorsese and one of his actors wanted to rewrite the script, if it was Francis Ford Coppola, if it was Steven Spielberg, they'd be like, no. Blake Lively felt that she could manipulate Justin Baldoni, that she could run him over, that she could railroad him. But even the way that he responded to her, thank God we've got this voice memo. Even the way he responded to her, Melanie, was so classy, was so respectful, was so leaving the door open to collaboration. Absolutely, Becca. He gave her way too much power from the very beginning, calling her a genius, your marketing brain. Oh my God. Wow, what a way to start today's show. And there still is much more show to get to. If you're enjoying my Hot Topics show, share this with anybody else that you think might enjoy it. Okay. Imagine this is Blake Lively. All right. On to the Epstein list, the Epstein files. Y'all, I literally am part of the Epstein files. This is not a joke. This is not a troll. This is insane. I found out because I was live last night for my evening show with a content creator that I really enjoy named Audrey, Audacious Audrey. And she mainly covers Gypsy Rose Blanchard content, but she does other things. And she said, hey, by the way, did you know you're in the Epstein files? I'm like, what? Shanna, I'm like, what? Because I know I've never met Epstein. I never went to Epstein Island. I never went to one of his parties. Hello? You really think Jeffrey Epstein would invite me to any one of his parties? Thank you, Michelle. No. That's like the same reason I never got invited to a Diddy party. You would not invite me to a soiree where a lot of nefarious activity was going on. But it's true. I'm on the Justice Department website. Okay. I'm on the Justice Department website on the Epstein Library, And if you type my name in, I show up 3 times. 3 times. Let's discuss it all. But now I have to go live for members only in my morning show. But I will upload this in full later for everybody in the morning show home, okay? But I'm going to start doing the simulcast, I think, every day now at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. And the full live stream will always be available at the home of my morning show, if you know what I mean. And I will upload it for everybody after this next section for members only. Because I always make sure that I do 30 minutes for everybody here and then members only. If you can become a member in the morning show, it would be greatly appreciated. All right, let's go over what these are. Okay, first, it's so crazy. The first mention of me in the Epstein files was from an email that was included in December of 2012. Jeffrey Epstein got an email from Disney, a marketing email promoting the musical Newsies, which was on Broadway at the time. And I saw Newsies and I gave a quote saying how much I loved Newsies, and they included my quote in their marketing push. It's as innocent as that. But actually, I loved Newsies, and this is what I said. Exhilarating. The music is awesome. The staging is great. The choreography is inspired. Newsies is a must-see. Thank you, Rachel. Welcome. Rachel just became a member of my morning show. Rachel just became a member of my morning show. Hey, Queen Bee. Hey, everyone. Okay. So that was the first of 3 mentions in the Epstein files for me. I'm a part of history. How bonkers. I love it. I love it. It's iconic. Okay, the second mention. Okay, the second mention is there was an article from Radar included. When is this article? Wow, when Radar looked so different. Wow, it's an old article from Radar from September of 2007. And the headline is Whitewater's star getting Epstein off. Double entendre. That's quite the headline. Whitewater's star getting Epstein off. And then the reason I'm included here is because back in the day when it's so long ago, wow, September of 2007. Do any of you remember? Oh, thank you, Miss Anita. Do any of you remember blog culture? Hearts and Halos, you're still watching? Bless you. Does anybody remember blog culture, like the blogging era? Back in the day, blogs used to do like link exchanges. So I, on my website, would have like on the side a bunch of like partner blogs or partner sites that I would send traffic to, and vice versa. They would also do the same for me, Becca and Deborah. So Radar and I had an agreement and we would do that. So the reason I'm included in this second mention is because literally I'm on the side of a Radar article. I read you the headline, and I'm mentioned there. The third mention of me in the Epstein files, D, is the juiciest. This is juicy. Because it also mentions Britney Spears. Britney and I are in the Epstein files together. What? Wait, I need my sound machine. Wait, where's my sound machine? Hold on. Let me do that again. Britney Spears and I are in the Epstein files together. Wait, wrong one. One more time, 3 times the charm. Okay, this is an email that was sent to the US Department of Justice. Subject, Epstein file. What's the date? What's the date and who sent this? Damn, this is a long email. What? Is this from an alleged victim? $38-page long email? What? Hold on. I want to get to the end first. Hey, Dre. Jesus, this is the never-ending email. It doesn't say who it's from. Thank you, Mary. Appreciate you, Mary. It does not say who it's from. Weird. Is it from a victim? I don't know. But this is pretty, it is from a victim. I'm going to read a little bit. This seems pretty unhinged. I'm going to see that this is on page 38 of 38. Oh, I don't even know what my shirt says, Vicky. It's just, I don't know. I'm such an Anglophile. I bought this shirt forever ago at Topshop in the UK. And I never wore it until last year. Okay. I'm going to see this little boy again, but he didn't have any scratches on his body. We waited in front of the temple and had to pass one by one and wait before. There was a big stone where the children were lying in turn. I was blindfolded. Someone shivered at me with a touch. I then smelled excrement and then something hot on my chest. What? Adrienne knows how to do this. I don't do mods, but if I did, Adrienne would get that job. But she's basically a mod without being a mod. Thank you, Adrienne. Okay, this is hella weird. Hey, Melanie. Wait, what did you say? Yes, Vicky. What did you say, Melanie King? All right, let me find the actual mention. Okay, this is page 30 of 38. If you type in my name in the Epstein files on the Justice Department website, this is the document with the long email. Thank you, Queen Bee. Thank you, Linda. I don't know what she's talking about, but I'm assuming it's a alleged victim. Okay. I saw approaching me after the majority around redacted and subsequent years, such as Frank Ribery, his membership in the world of professional lovers. Hey, Glitz and Glam. You are such a queen. That was a euphemism. Is not more to prove, though his Sylvain Cormier, criminal lawyer in Lyon, I was beaten by the latter. He said, it's Frank asking me to do this. Redacted. Following a call from Maud Borden, saying she knows Perez and Britney Spears. Or what if she meant to write Paris? What if she meant to say Paris? That would make more sense, no? I got a call from Maud. Who's Maud Borden? Hold on. Maud Borden. An artist? There's 4 people with that name on the job website, but the first result is an artist? I think it might have meant Paris. But even if it's me, it still makes no sense. Following a call from Maud Borden saying she knows Perez and Britney Spears, she was threatening to make me, then spoke to my employee, and I was fired without prior interview redundancy in a few days after 2 years of work. Frank Ribery said he knew the Spice Girl, so Victoria Beckham. Later in redacted, Maud Borden, redacted, she is his current companion. Okay, so like I said, I wasn't worried because I'd never met Jeffrey Epstein. I had never been to the island. I'd never been to any of his parties. And frankly, I loved that I was included. Fudge. Now we've got some really sad news. I agree, Gina. I think it was Paris. And they just wrote Perez by accident. Some breaking news. My brain is just telling me that the worst possible scenario is probably the most likely outcome. Savannah Guthrie's mother, who does not have any memory issues, but does have health issues, according to the latest, her pacemaker has stopped syncing with her devices. Her pacemaker in her heart has stopped syncing with her devices. Wait a minute. This is a really good point, Rachel. It doesn't necessarily mean that she's not around anymore. It could also mean that she's too far away. Okay. Because yesterday we learned one of the reasons that the authorities believe that she was abducted is because Savannah Guthrie, the Today Show host's mother, Nancy, disappeared from her home and left behind everything. Left behind her wallet, her keys, her cell phone. So that's why this is being treated as an abduction. But I still worry that the worst case scenario is probably what happened. Thank you, Kristen. And we also heard from the local police there in Arizona that she needs to take medication daily that is really important, and she doesn't have her medication with her. Nancy Guthrie, the mother of Savannah Guthrie, the Today Show host. What's weird, though, is, and thank you, Denise, here's what really concerns me. What would be the motive? What would be the motive? Hey, Karen. Like, I don't believe that there's been a ransom request. If there would have been a ransom request, either it would have been paid already, or we probably would have heard about it. Oh my God, I think Olivia got it. Olivia said what I've been thinking all along. Olivia said robbery gone bad. I actually fear that that's probably what happened. A robbery gone bad, and then this evil person probably hid the body. Panicked, hid the body. I hope that's not the case. I'm praying for a miracle. There's a press conference happening right now. Yes? Oh, where can I watch it? Nancy Guthrie, press conference. Oh, okay, let's listen.
Sheriff's Department on this incident. In terms of what the FBI is doing, we are providing the following support. Primarily, it's analytical and technical support in the following ways. We're downloading and analyzing cell phones, obtaining cell tower information, conducting interviews, and providing any and all investigative support that the Sheriff's Department needs. We're looking at this from every angle, but we need your help.
Sounds like they don't have positive updates.
If you live in the area or saw something on Saturday night, the 31st of January, or Sunday morning, the 1st of February, please report it to the Pima County Sheriff's Department or the FBI at 1-800-CALL-FBI. Every lead and tip is important. We are aggressively pursuing and looking into every single one. Again, please help us bring Nancy Guthrie home. Thank you.
Every hour that...
We'll take some questions.
Sheriff, is there any indication so far as to whether this...
Wait, we can rewatch. We can rewatch.
And I've generalities, and I'm not used to everybody hanging on to my words and then trying to hold me accountable for what I say.
I do think that, Savannah's dad passed away when she was just a teenager. I do think that the home security, the mother's home did have cameras, and so did the neighbor's home, but it's probably, it probably takes a while to analyze all that volume, a lot of footage. I mean, I don't know. Let's rewind and watch a little bit of the Savannah Guthrie's mother's press conference.
But I understand. So we're going to try our best to be succinct with you in the future. And also more important for you to understand is we have a lot of work in front of us. We have a job to do. And we have someone's life who is in jeopardy. And so job number one is we gotta find her and we gotta work hard to do that. I understand there's great attention on this, and rightfully so, and I appreciate it, and I thank you for it, because it has generated a lot of leads for us. And so we're tracking those leads, and we're doing things with evidence that you would expect us to be doing. So having said that, we're going to set this up. I know that a number of you yesterday, you guys drove me crazy. Yesterday I was going from AM to all the way to 9, 10, 11 midnight, answering concerns and questions.
All right. It seems like we don't have a lot of updates, but sad. Savannah was supposed to be doing coverage on the Olympics, the Winter Olympics, which are starting this weekend, but it is believed that she's going to be pulling out of that. As she should. I need to find one more topic because I don't want to end on such a downer. And I understand that her mother is in her 80s, but you want your loved ones to, live peacefully and not have something traumatic like this happen. Kelly Clarkson announced that she is ending her talk show. What a successful run she had. Kelly Clarkson says, I have been extremely fortunate to work with such an outstanding group of people at the Kelly Clarkson Show, both in Los Angeles and New York. There have been so many amazing moments and shows over these 7 seasons. I am forever grateful and honored to have worked alongside the greatest band and crew. This is also a little depressing. Sorry. Thank you, Izzy. All right. Kelly Clarkson is ending her show. Sherry Shepherd got, oh, thank God. Okay. Whew. I found something positive to end with. Sherry Shepherd got canceled, and rumor, this is not confirmed, Billie Eilish might be engaged. I did not notice this until yesterday, but on the red carpet at the Grammy Awards, the singer was wearing a ring on her engagement finger. If you don't know, Billie Eilish has been dating Nat Wolff, the actor and musician Nat Wolff. He's in a band with his brother, the Wolf, Nat and Alex Wolff, I think is their name. And they've been dating for a while, and they've known each other for a long time. Thank you, Izzy. So for my morning show, I think this is a really good way to end. And if you want more of me, I also go live in the evenings over on the Talkie Tick, and that's a very different structure. Morning show, which I'm going to start doing here and there, simulcast. I'm on both places right now. Morning show is at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, here and there, and we do hot topics. Evening show is loosey-goosey, just on the Talkie Tick at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific, and we do unexpectedness. Like, I'll go live with your favorite streamers, your least favorite streamers, and everybody in between. I'm going to stay on here for a couple more minutes. I'm going to log off here. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button, share the video, and I'll see you tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Okay? Bye. I love you. I mean it. Thank you. Thank you, Mary Jo. Thank you, Dee. Dee, it's that showbiz dude. That showbiz dude. All right, but all right, I'll see you guys.